He'll be heading for Twin Falls Saloon by nightfall, and he'll be alone. Go get a couple of the boys. We'll ride out and make sure he doesn't leave the place alive. That ought to bust this range for him wide open. You was listening.
You hurt me, my friend. I'm a tinker, not a listener. All I do is tinker all day long. Sample of my tinkering. There's your belt all mended. That'll be $6.
$6? Why, you're lucky to get away from here alive. Now get out of here.
You mean you ain't even gonna pay me for this order?
Yeah. There you are.
Thanks.
Now beat it.
Thanks.
Froggy went a-courting and he did right, Froggy went a-courting and he did right, Froggy went a-courting and he did right, a sword and a pistol by his side, He took Miss Mousy on his knee, Took Miss Mousy on his knee, He took Miss Mousy on his knee. Said, Miss Mousy, won't you marry me? For kind sir, I can answer that. For kind sir, I can answer that. Oh no. For kind sir, I can answer that. I'll have to ask my Uncle Rat. Oh no, no, no. Uncle Rat gave his consent, Uncle Rat, he gave his consent, you know. Uncle Rat gave his consent. The weasel wrote the publishment, What shall the wedding supper be, What shall the wedding supper be? What shall the wedding supper be? Dogweed soup and a catnip tea, A little piece of cornbread lying on the shelf, A little piece of cornbread lying on the shelf, Little piece of cornbread lying on the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself,
I still say this whole thing don't make sense.
Well, folks are funny people. I remember trying a case one time where two cowmen were accused of stealing their own beef.
and they were convicted.
You think maybe the same thing's going on around here?
You never can tell. It's a lead pipe cinch that somebody's doing some rustling.
Well, we're going to catch whoever it is. Tex, you better let the sheriff here swear you in as a deputy. We're going to need your help.
No, sir, not me. I'm a lawyer, not a gunfighter.
That ain't the way I heard it, you young whippersnapper. Spin this on. You're hereby deputized.
Hey, we've got to get to Twin Falls quick.
What are you talking about?
Well, they're going to waylay Jed Moore and kill him.
Who's going to waylay him?
I don't know. I was hanging around Gainer's Ranch like Dave told me to, amending parts when a couple of fellas rode up like they was going to a fire. They went inside, and I sneaked up and heard them talking.
Were any names mentioned?
No, but I almost got caught. A fellow with a big black handlebar mustache. Oh, he was a tough hombre, if you ask me.
Well, that description fits Pete Magoo. He'd hard his guns out to anybody.
Maybe we better pick him up and make him talk.
We haven't got time, Sheriff. Come on, Tex. We're riding to Twin Falls.
Oh, I'm parched, Sheriff. Could I have a drink of water? Hey, wait for me.
Well, I don't see anything of Jed Moore. That's Sam Taylor with that table playing solitaire.
What will it be, Jack?
A couple of sarsaparillas.
2 root beers.
Hold it there, Tin Horn. Where do you think you're going?
I'm going inside. What do you think?
No, you ain't. You take another step towards that door and I'll shoot you so full of holes you'll have to use your own soldering iron to repair yourself. Go ahead and shoot.
I ain't afraid.
Lie up.
Is that the tough hombre that you was talking about?
Yeah.
It's Pete Magoo, all right.
And there's another one sitting back there playing solitaire that rode up to the ranch house this afternoon.
Well, there's something must be wrong with your eyesight. Sam Taylor's one of the most respected men in this territory.
Well, I don't care about that. You rode up there this afternoon with a fella down on a dark belt with a white circle around it.
Bill Gaynor? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm betting he's around here somewhere, too.
Tex, you watch for Jed outside. We'll stick here in case he comes in the side door.
Guys, get the gun in front. They fool the cook.
You guessed it. Truck a match, Panhandle.
Who, me?
Is he dead? Any one of the shots would have finished him.
Too bad about Jed Moore. He was one of my best customers. Mind if I look at your gun, Taylor? Not at all. But you're wasting your time if you suspect me of killing Jed. Hasn't been fired. I guess I owe you an apology. Forget it.
Well, I'm sorry this had to happen, Dave. Now the Circle D men will wipe out every sheep herder they can find. The range war will spread all over the territory.
Unless we can stop them.
How you gonna do that?
Put the Circle D men in jail the minute they start anything. That's right. And you can bet they'll be gunning for the Lane outfit.
We'll be around when they do.
Jed's death won't be forgotten. We'll surprise those sheep herders and kill every one of them, including the woman boss.
Nord, when you get your horse saddled, ride out and see how the sheep on Flat Meadow are doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Drop your guns.
Keep low and come here.
Keep low.
Stick your neckerchief up, Panhandle, so they'll quit shooting.
Stick my neck up and get shot? Not with my head on it.
Wait! They're showing a white flag.
We're going over to the sheep camp for a little powwow, Vernon.
What? It's going to go pretty hard with you men if any of those herders are dead.
Get going.
All right, put your guns away.
Any of your men hurt, Ruth?
Brandy's wounded in the arm, that's all.
Who started the fight?
They did. Showed up and started shooting.
One of our men killed Jed Moore last night.
We were in the saloon, and we don't think the sheep men had anything to do with the murder.
Vernon, I'm taking you and your men to jail.
You old fool, you can't do that.
Oh, yes, he can. Even if these people did kill your partner, you've got no right to take the law into your own hands and start a gunfight.
That's right, Vernon. You'll get plenty of time to think this over in jail.
You stupid idiot. Do you realize if you put us in jail, these sheep herders will run all the cattle off the Circle D?
You should have thought of that before you started shooting.
No point in arguing, Tex. I'm locking them up. Get to your horses.
Sheriff. As soon as you get them all in jail, be sure that Sam Taylor hears about it.
All right, but I hope you know what you're doing.
What about a cup of coffee?
You haven't got time for coffee. Miss Ruth's holding a meeting in the main house. You better go on in there.
All right. What about a cup of coffee?
I just told you didn't have time for coffee.
You didn't tell me nothing.
I told you Miss Ruth was holding a meeting in the main house. Now get on in there.
All right. I'd still like to have a cup of coffee.
Take mine. Anybody can get around the house that fast deserves coffee.
I haven't been around the house. All right. Ed, they're having a meeting over at the main house. They want us over there. What is it?
Great-granddad, when the West was young, barred his door with a wagon tongue. He ate corn pone in a bacon pan. Great-grandson would starve on that. Great-granddad was a busy man. He cooked his grub in a frying pan. Greased his teeth with a hunting knife and wore the same suit all his life. Great-granddad. The old man's home in the wilderness. The great-granddad, he didn't lose heart, but the dogs hunted rabbits and the cats right small. 21 boys and how they grew, tall and strong on the bacon too. Slept on the floor with the dogs and the cats and hunted in the woods with a coonskin hat. Great-granddad. They never got fresh with great-granddad, for if they had, it'd have been right glad to damn their hide with a hickory gad. They grew strong in heart and hand, a firm foundation of our land. 21 boys and a great-grandson, he has a terrible time with one. Great-granddad.
Howdy, Miss Evans.
Howdy.
Oh, Jack, I want you to meet Dave Wyatt.
Mr. Nicky.
And Panhandle Perkins.
Now, Nicky.
They're both rangers sent here to Three Corners to stop the feud.
Yeah?
Are all the sheep men here, Ruth?
Yes, why?
Well, I'm afraid we'll have to hold you for a while. Take their guns, Panhandle.
Say, what's this all about anyway?
We can't arrest Circle D ranchers without putting you under lock and key also.
Arrest us? Why, that's ridiculous.
Now, don't get on your high horse, Ruth. We're not really locking you up. You and your men will be allowed to stay here at the ranch, under guard.
You've got no right to hold us.
We haven't done anything.
It ain't what you've done, it's what you might do that worries the boys.
I suppose this is your idea of how to enforce the law, Mr. Haynes.
Well, knowing a little about legal matters sure helps. According to territorial law, you can be held for 7 to 2 hours. That'll give the sheriff and Dave here time enough to investigate the recent gunplay.
And if 72 hours isn't enough, we'll have to find another charge to hold you on.
You accepted our hospitality only to trick us.
Can't explain everything to you now, Ruth. But you'll find out that it's for your own good.
Panhandle, you stick around here and keep your eye on them, and don't let them get away.
Oh, no prisoners ever got away from me. Get over there.
We're going to put the horses away. I don't want anybody to know they're here.
Oh, go ahead. You can trust me to take care of everything.
Jailing those Circle D ranchers might be a trick. Magoon, ride over and keep an eye on those sheep herders. Gaynor, go down the canyon to the Circle D line fence. The horses are all set. We'll wait, so you know what to do if we give you the signal. Sure took the bait all right. Now we'll start the boys cleaning the cattle off the Circle D. Then ride in and pick off those men in jail just like rats in the trap, and the sheepmen will get blamed for it.
That ought to keep this range well blazing.
That's right.
Something funny about this, Tex. Our horses are as fast as that Umbre's, and still we can't catch him.
And it may be a trick to get us away from the Circle D. You go back. I'll see if I can cut him off. Bill Gaynor. Get out. Maybe you'd better do a little explaining, Mr. Gaynor.
Listen, if I did explain, it wouldn't do you any good.
You're 25 or 30 miles from the Circle D right now. Your old horse is all played out. That old nag could fall over dead if you rode him back there now.
Well, that's true. My horse is tired, but he ain't no nag. And it's also true that your friends are rustling at the Circle D right now.
Not my friends. The sheep herders.
You won't blame this one on the herders. They're all under guard at the Box Canyon Ranch. Looks like you and your friends outsmarted yourselves this time. I think I'll tie you up. Let you think over your sins.
Why cutting grooves in those lead bullets?
Well, I used to make my living target shooting. If you cut grooves in them, they shoot crooked.
Well, why do you want to shoot crooked?
Oh, I don't. I know how to control them. I can even shoot curves with them. Get in this. Come on, get in this storeroom, all of you. And keep quiet.
Hey, you. Get over here where I can see you. Now, put that gun on the table. Who's here besides you?
Nobody.
I think you're lying. Besides, I don't trust you. You know you dropped solder on the pistol yesterday.
Oh, that was purely accidental. Purely accidental.
Well, if this one goes off now, it ain't going to be purely accidental.
I don't doubt that, but I've already told you there ain't nobody here but me. Now, why don't you go on away and leave me alone?
What do you want?
Nothing. Why?
What you motioning for me to come here for?
Oh, that. I was just exercising my trigger finger for target practice.
Target practice?
Yeah. I'm the best shot in 3 territories. Made a lot of money shooting pistols.
You mean that you bet money on shooting your pistol?
You bet.
I will. Boy, I can shoot rings around you.
Well, I got a 10 spot says you can't.
Make it 20.
All right.
Wish I'd have said 50.
Oh, make it 50.
You heard me. Good. Oh, boy. Whether I'll put this tin cup on the door. 6 times out of 6. Get out of the way.
Hey, wait a minute now. We got to make this a fancy shooting match. We'll put these tin cups on her head and shoot them all. Yeah, you can have the first 3 shots. Besides, you can use some of my special target shooting bullets.
Thanks.
They whiz straighter when you shoot them. Now remember, it's a foul if you hit below the eyebrows.
I hope these special bullets are as good as you say they are. Because if I plug you, then how am I going to collect my 50? I stand still.
Hey, Magoo, what are you going to do?
Why, these special bullets of yours ain't no good. From now on, I'm shooting with my own.
Now, wait a minute. That'd be cheating.
Cheating?
Yeah, I can see you're a better shot than I am, so to make things even, you ought to stand 6 paces further away from me than I do you.
Scared, huh?
Shame on you. You ain't 6 paces further from me than I am you.
Cheating, huh? Sorry.
Well, back up 6 paces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Get up now. Get up. Get out that window now and beat it. Go on. Come on, a little faster there. Get out of there. Get on your horse and beat it. And don't come back. Here. What's going on here?
I'm climbing out the window. You want to join us?
Where'd them others go?
They're riding to the jail.
Hey, they're heading for trouble. I gotta tell Tex and Dave.
Yeah, it's too bad you won't talk. Be terrible if I'd forget where I left you.
You wouldn't do that, would you?
Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I'm awful forgetful. Say, I just figured out how you outrode me. The first horse you rode had white feet. This one's all the same color. You had a string of relay mounts. And mister, if you can pony express right out here, I can go back to Three Corners the same way. Then I'll go to the jail and let the Circle D Rangers out, and they'll catch your rustling friends red-handed.
You're not going to ride relay all the way to jail.
You guessed it.
Hey, wait a minute. Being jailed for rustling's one thing, but I ain't hankering to be hung for no murder. And unless you can stop it, those men in jail are going to be killed, and the blame's going to be put on the sheep herders.
I'll be back for you, Flash. I'll be back for you, too.
Got most of the herd well on the way. We'll head for Three Corners and finish off those hombres in jail.
Hi, Sox. Reed.
I see you recognize that horse. I think I do, too. It belongs to the rustler that was cutting fence at the Circle D.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you do. Who's working with you?
Will it go easy with me, Ranger, if I tell you what's going on?
That depends on the judge.
Well, I'll have to take that chance, then.
right about suspecting Taylor, Tex. I just learned from Magoo here that he plans to take over every ranch in the territory.
Well, we've got to get to Three Corners quick, Dave. Taylor's going to wipe out all the cattlemen we jailed. I haven't time to explain now, Ruth, but Taylor's back of all the rustling in this territory. I'm deputizing all you men to go with me.
What is this, another trick?
We really need your help, Miss Lane. Taylor and his men are planning to murder all those Circle D men locked in jail.
All right, we'll go with you.
See if you can guard this Magoo bird, Ken Smith.
Jail and burn them out. You and the boys pile some brush up against the back wall.
Get down.
Get in there. Tell them sorry this happened, Vernon, but Taylor and his men almost outsmarted us.
Yeah, they were stealing the sheep and the cattle and keeping you men fighting each other.
I'll get well quick now that you've rounded them up, Tex.
Well, you better, because you have some more prisoners to bring in.
Long time gone, babe, long time gone. All my own, you're all my own. How I miss you, so far away. Thinking of you night and day. Every time I hear your name, that old feeling is still the same. Waiting for you alone. I'm on home, babe. You're a long time gone.
What are you doing?
I'm hanging these up here so we can shivaree Tex and Ruth.
Why chivalry? They're not married.
No, but you never can tell.
Well, I'm glad to see you up and around, Jim.
I'm glad to be up.
You lose something, Panhandle?
Yeah, I had a present for Miss Ruth.
I think you left it outside.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I did.